Hey guys, today's story is about a dwarf whose spirit animal is Hitler. This is indeed a horror story, and one that's hard to explain, and mostly hard to accept. I DM'd a D&D 3.5 campaign with my usual group. We had a human cleric, an elf druid, a halfling beguiler, and a dwarven samurai. The stories are kinda normal. The cleric is trying to find a lost friend, the druid screwed up in the forest, so she's trying to fix her stuff, and the beguiler is some sort of Robin Hood, and the samurai represents a shadowy, yet not evil organization. Everything goes amazing. My DMing is going great, the players are having fun, and developing their characters. Everything is swell and perfect. I started developing the druid background because it seemed like a good start, and the samurai named Frederick, not an actual samurai, more like a Western counterpart, starts to stand out almost immediately, talking about his organization, the Iron Order, which is some sort of military organization born in a brewery, and their motto, Blood and Iron. He seems to be a bit of a zealot of order and justice, and always goes about how these two, with the help of his order, will help fix the broken world. The players invest points in diplomacy, and gives a speech in every town he goes. They are beautifully written and make sense most of the time. People, and the party, start following his thinking. The role-playing is impeccable, and I'm surprised of his acting. Every word makes me make this character the center of the story, and the players happily follow. The story develops, and the forest is overrun by orcs and drow, which were disrupting the area with dark arts. However, Frederick unites the peasants, soldiers, and even some of the nobles of the nearby kingdoms under the blood and iron to the evils of this world speech. Therefore, the Iron Order grows. The army of fanatics is now a thing, and Frederick calls them the strict sense of iron. We all like it, and we keep going. The dwarf is kind of violent, yet straightforward. Is there a problem? We solve it. You steal? No more hand. Deserter? Off with your head. Criminal? Life in prison. Smuggler? All of your belongings go to the people, and you're now homeless. Sometimes I feel a bit strange, but I don't understand why. He even sometimes screws up heavily with his actions, like burning a whole town because of a plague. These are murder hobos, after all, and I let them pass after he apologizes in character, saying he was trying to save the region, and now the consequences are a scarred soul. These things happen a few more times, but the party and Frederick are doing a good job at keeping chaos at bay. The players are level 14. Stuff is going crazy. The Iron Order is an alliance of several kingdoms now, and united they fight. There's a huge battle, and the forest is conquered, and peace is restored. Frederick gives a speech after the main battle, explaining that the Iron Order won because they were superior, and he even refuses to be a general to achieve his goal. The orcs and drow are evil, and should be exterminated. I'm surprised by these words, as they were kinda harsh, and felt weird. But once again, his speech was impeccable, and diplomacy throws are off the charts. I was about to finish the campaign after a year and a half, and the party feels like this was a good decision too. So I give the players a chance to develop their characters in an epilogue. The Iron Order becomes an empire. The Iron Empire. The Beguiler is the royal spymaster. The druid restores the forest to its former glory. The cleric becomes a high-level commander, and the dwarf becomes the emperor himself. In the end, we're all happy. And then the player who was using Frederick confesses the horror. His character is based directly on Hitler. Every thought he shares, every word, every speech he gave was slightly, very slightly, changed from Hitler's, Goebbels, or Rosenberg's original speeches and beliefs. The players were astonished, and kind of amused, and yet worried. The role-playing was the best I've ever seen so far in the 15 years of playing. Sometimes we even joked about the strict sense army, the SS, the burning of the sick, the executions. It all made sense now. And to top it off, I'm a Jew. My grandfather survived a concentration camp, and I believed every word that Frederick said. I allowed even the evil deeds, because I understood and shared the feelings of a greater good. I gave him the Nazi Empire and the power to exterminate entire races. I don't think I'll be playing for a while. Well, guys, that's the end of the video. I have to say, if they actually had a detailed report of this whole thing, then you could probably actually use this as a example on how people like Hitler actually rose to power and how unsuspecting a lot of people actually were of the greater scheme that there was for these people. It's kind of similar to how you can use it as a social experiment, similar to the World of Warcraft corrupted blood incident that transpired years ago, or even something like the Milgram experiment, where people will do things even if they probably think they shouldn't. If they are told to do so by an authority figure, they will do so. But in any case, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed, and have a good one. Until next time.